Found it. Now, right. Now back to Drahamira so I can get this thing over with.
From the woods or from the pen. It all tastes delicious. I'll bake those pies.
What am I?
I'd like to make you
Uh-huh.
proper back.
That can be...
Fine.
I'm sure... Goodbye.
I'd like to...
And what is it you...
Oh. 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 I'd like to make...
Uh-huh.
Oh. 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 I'm interested... I'd like that. Thank you.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be... Good luck, then.
I'd like to...
And what is it you...
I'd like that. Thank you.
But of course.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. God be with you.
The sun he hides behind the clouds, his heat goes cold and his fire goes out. He drowned the fish and broke its neck, threw it down upon the deck. Fry your fish at best, fishy thighs and fishy breast.
God save you, good night.
They say you're the best blacksmith in the whole region. That metal you've tempered never breaks.
Ah, nothing but old wives' tales. Of course some of my pieces are broken, but only ever here, at the smithy.
No one's ever returned anything for you to rework, though, have they?
Not that I recall, but I can't remember everything.
Father was a blacksmith all my life. He always stoked up the furnace till it roared gently, and you could smell the heated iron. Then you plunged it into the water, and that was that.
Fine words, and no mistake. I do it a little differently. I heat until the metal is 2-3 shades short of bright yellow. I ease up on the bellows, and after a Lord's Prayer and a Hail Mary, off it goes into the water.
It's strange to think that I'll never help him out with it again. Our forge will stay burned out forever, unless I go back to the trade myself.
It would be a shame not to, lad. Working iron is a worthwhile thing. Godly. It makes life easier for folk. Now, let's be honest, you can make a decent living doing it.
And is that all? There's nothing else you do with it?
Well, that depends. I heat it up again after that, but not so it starts to glow. I just hold it like this at the edge of the furnace for a while, and then quench it again.
You quench twice?
Yes, although there's less quenching needed the second time, it doesn't get quite so hot.
And how does that help?
I don't rightly know. I found out about it by chance. I got caught short, needed to piss so bad, I left the rod resting by the furnace by mistake. That's how I found out if you quench twice, it doesn't break as easily. No idea why, but I've tried it enough times to know it works.
I'd like to ask you about the tempering.
And I'd say I've nothing much to tell you.
Let's stop talking about tempering.
So, from the beginning. The sun sets out across the skies. He loses his way, to the forge he flies. Kuttenberg is far, far away. Kuttenberg is far, here I'll stay. My breath is short, my feet are sore. I'd buy a horse, but I am poor. The sun may burn, the sun may shine, but you'll not wither, darling mine. Now, for the last time. The drowned the fish and broke its neck, threw it down upon the deck.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
We caught the human and locked him up in the barn.
How did you manage to catch him? It's not like I underestimated him, but I can only assume he was armed.
Aye, he was. But he had a bit of bad luck. I went for water in the morning, and all of a sudden, I saw a man on a horse riding through the ford. Halfway down the ford, the horse got wild and threw him into the water. I waded in and pulled him up on shore. And then I realised he was a cumin. Luckily for me, he'd hit his head and was out cold. So I dragged him into the barn.
And what plans do you have for him?
What do I know? The miller told me to guard him. You'll have to ask him what he's got in mind.
All right, I'll ask him. Interesting. I've come to ask about that human.
Ask away.
And what plans?
What do I know?
All right. How?
And then I realised he was a human. I would have washed him away.
It happened.
God be with you.
One of your hands told me you're holding a human captive.
You've heard correctly. I have my own plans for him, but I need a bit of help.
How did you do it? It's not every day a miller's helper catches an enemy of the crown.
That's true. My hands will be more than happy to tell you how they caught him.
I'll help you. I've got some unfinished business with the humans.
I'm guessing you're from Skalitz, then.
I am.
Very well, then. I plan to question the bastard and find out where he hid all the plunder he's been taking.
All right, I'll get it out of him.
Do you speak Hungarian?
No, I don't.
Then you won't get anything out of him. But if you want to help, you can. A little down the river is a mill. The men said there's a vagrant there who swears in Hungarian when he's playing dice. You could go there and find out if he knows any more than curses.
All right, I can handle it.
Thanks. God be with you. Can I do anything?
Yeah.
carrots that'll make you and your family happy.
I'm glad to...
I have the meat you wanted.
Splendid. Let's be having it. Looks good. Here's something for your effort. I've got something else for you. The armourer's wife wants to make air offal soup. I tried to slip her goose organs, but she wasn't fooled.
She wants to make awful soup.
Air offal. Innards. Can you get those?
Ah, hair innards. Right.
Good boy.
Heel.
Yeah!
My breath is short, my feet are sore,
Back up on.
Come on, chuck them flag.
He turns up willingly for the slaughter. Fuck it! Way off! Cover! You call that combat? Well landed. Curse it! Lost your wind! chop you to pieces, you rat!
Stop whining and fight.
Bastard! Christ! Yeah.
My respect.
I'd like. Well, I'm Henry from Skalitz, and I'm looking to mill a bit of extra coin, if you know what I mean.
I expect Peshek sent you. And if it was Peshek who sent you, you can't be a complete dolt. I'll try you out. The tailor in Sasso has received some valuable brocade. Can you get it for me?
No problem. It'll be here in no time at all.
Good. It ought to be at his shop. Bring the whole bolt.
I've got some...
May the Lord watch over you.
I heard you know how to speak Hungarian. But are you fluent?
Ah, I'll speak it well enough. But why are you interested, brother?
Where did you learn Hungarian?
In the university in Vienna. I studied there diligently until all my coin was spent. So I'm travelling back to my home, Prague, to the mother of all cities, brother.
I might have a job for you.
A job? And I was hoping you were coming with an invitation to a drink, or a message from my mistress.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I can offer you a few groschen for your trouble.
Ha! Nihil boni sine labore.
What?
Here in Bohemia they say, there's no bread not paid for with sweat. And yet they promise me easy work here, and nevertheless, so far I've been breaking my back. So first tell me what this is all about.
I need someone to question a cumin. I can see you're not tongue-tied and you know Hungarian, so it shouldn't be a problem for you.
Lord almighty, a cumin? But what does it matter? My employers here want to send me back on the road come the end of the week. How much are you paying?
How much would you like?
Well, the question is, how much are you offering? Fine. It sounds like a fair deal. And where do you have this cumin of yours?
Have you heard of the mill in Buji?
Of course. I've won at dice against the band that works there more than once.
Fine. Take your things and we'll go. We can start the questioning.
Wonderful. I was almost starting to get bored.
So, let's begin. Tell him he has one and only chance to save his neck from the gallows.
Jól figyelj, van a manak persze.
Huh?
Tell him I know damn well he's got stolen valuables hidden somewhere around here.
Hova stottak a cuccot, amit ötször lopkodtál?
Ezt megmondhatom neked, de előbb azt áruld el, az a fekete hajú ott mellette tud-e magyarul?
Nem, egy szót sem.
What's he saying?
Well, he seems to be resisting.
Tell him that if he tells me where it is, I'll set him free.
Na mon, hol van?
Elmondom neked, de azt a gecit, aki melletted áll, küld el valahova.
Aha, már gazdem eltenni.
Akkor jó, hogy értjük egymást. Jól figyelj, azzal a nagy várossal szemben a folyónál.
Matára gondolsz?
A nevét nem tudom. Egy nagy város, várfalakkal. És van ott két vár. Szemben a folyó túlpartján van egy domb. A város felé nézel, van melletted egy út. Azon az úton van egy kereszteződés, egy kiégett fával. Viszonnan egy kis ösvény le a vízhez. És lent a víznél van egy kivált fatő.
És abban van?
Igen.
So? Is he saying anything?
No, not really. He just keeps swearing.
Tell him that if he doesn't say anything in the next few moments, I'll cut his throat right here and now.
És hova küldjen?
Pénzhelyét nem tudom pontosan elmondani. Így oda kell őt vinnem.
Well now, he started to talk. He says he buried the coin somewhere in the forest, but he can't describe the place exactly. He says he can take it there, though.
Fine. That's good enough for me.
Mit akartok? Gyáva nyulak vagytok mind. Itt tartotok, mint egy állatot, de egyikőtök sem mer velem kiállni. Köpök rátok szukafatja.
God be with you.
I have something to ask about the interrogation.
Tell me, brother.
Whatever he said took a lot longer than your translation. Did you really tell me everything?
Well, you know, they have a different manner of speaking in Hungary. Some things can't be translated so easily. There are a few hard nuts for us translators to crack there.
So you didn't translate everything?
Not verbatim. But look, I don't know why you're making a fuss about it. It's simple. He's gonna take you there and the money's yours.
It's just I'm sure I heard him say something about Ratto.
He must have misheard. He didn't mention that place. He speaks a strange dialect. That's the trouble.
A fucking dialect? I've had enough of this. I'm taking the Cuman to Ratto, and we'll see what he has to say when he's on the rack. They'll have a translator who knows what he's doing. And if I find out you've betrayed me, you'll be very sorry.
Fine, fine. Just keep calm. I didn't tell you everything. You're right.
So what did he say? I'm listening.
He described the place where he says the money is hidden. In exchange for me promising that I'd talk to you into letting him guide you there.
Where does he want to take me?
I have no idea. But it's probably not anywhere you want to be.
Well, where's the money?
Well, across the river from Rattay, there's a hill. And when you're standing on that hill, looking at the town, there's a road next to you. On that road, there's a crossroads by a burnt tree. From there, a small path leads to the water. Then, by the water, on the right, he says, there's a hollowed out stump. And that's where you'll find it.
Well, no, it looks like we're through here. Get lost.
I'm already on my way. And everything is fine now, is it not, brother?
You better hope it's there, or I'm going to come looking for you.
Don't worry. I'm not so foolish as to lie to you twice, am I?
I should hope not.
Good luck, then.
My God, what happened?
We went to interrogate that Cuman.
Is that so? Tell me about it.
You were right. He's got coin hidden somewhere.
Ha! You see? That's the legendary miller's instinct for you.
That vagrant of yours is a piece of work.
How's that?
To trick us. He made a deal with the Cuman. His plan was to talk me into letting that bastard lead me on a wild goose chase, while he got the treasure.
Is that so? That sly fox. But you didn't fall for it, so the plan doesn't change. Go with him. Get the money and bring it back in.
And what to do with the Cuman afterwards?
Once you got the coin, you can do what you like with that heathen.
All right. Well, what do I get out of it?
I'll let you have half. That's fair, isn't it?
Right, fair enough. I'll get going then.
Good. And don't even think of trying anything underhand. If I find out you've cheated me, you'll rue the day.
Don't worry, Miller.
God be with you.
God be... Take care.
The river would have washed him away and we'd all be better off.
Mit akartok? Miért nem hagysz nyugodt?
Nice try, but I'm not stupid.
Na mi van? Megyünk?
But still, I don't intend to wander around the forest all day. Show me where it really is, and no trickery. Got that?
Huh?
God, for fuck's sake, get on with it. Don't you dare try anything.
Világos. Miért is ásta volna el a közelben az az idióta tihamér? Hol a faszba is volt? Persze, persze. Ha nem találom meg, gyorsan megölsz. Ne félj, értem én. Hol a faszba is volt? A pénz egy falunk be van elrejtve. Elveszed vagy sem? Igen?
Go. A good deed shouldn't go unrewarded. And I suppose you might call this a good deed?